of any of the previous times you played Acoustic Christmas?
I'm sorry, I was flirting with Adam's wife.
Oh. What the hell?
What were you saying?
I was saying, which one's Adam's wife? Hi. Well,
That's my wife, too. Right next to her.
Okay. Oh, man. I feel like I'm not doing well right now.
I'm not doing very well. This is what happens when you don't allow me to sleep prior to a show.
So when you guys played the show in San Francisco last night, just so we all know, what happens when you're done and how do you get here and when did you go to sleep and was it a bus? Give it to us.
Well, we flew in. We were doing fly back and forth, and I mean that's pretty boring to everyone, but I mean we have to be here early for sound check, so we get up early and we leave the show and try to sleep. But I have a hard time sleeping just in general.
Remember that one time I saw you at 7-Eleven at 3 in the morning?
I do recall we ran into each other at 7-Eleven on Sunset. We were talking about this before were we in the Nine Inch Nails show? Is that where we were together? And what was I doing at 7-Eleven? What could I possibly have been doing at 7-Eleven?
Tweaking.
I mean, really, right? That's clearly what was going on. There is nothing that 7-Eleven sells that I would consume, except maybe
a Slurpee?
Some water.
Okay.
Some water, and you think you could have gotten water somewhere else. No, I won't drink the Slurpee.
Okay.
I won't drink a Slurpee. So why was I there? A mess. A wreck.
Buying lottery tickets, probably.
Jade, what about the holidays? What's your favorite thing about the holidays, if you have one at all?
Presents. My wife and I buy tons of presents for each other, and that's what it's all about, getting presents, spending money, the consumer element. That's what Christmas is. That's the true spirit of Christmas, and I embrace it.
Have you ever sat on Santa's lap?
No, but it's not too late. I might do that this year.
Okay.
Can I sit on your lap?
We sat last night. Last night when we interviewed with No Name in San Francisco, he let us sit on his lap.
He was also dressed like Santa Claus.
And he was dressed like Santa Claus.
Well, how about this? How about you sit on my lap after the interview and then after the show backstage?
That sounds perfect.
I don't know what that means.
I'm counting on it. I'm
Adam,
not
what
going
are you
to tell
doing?
Katie.
Okay,
No one will
please.
ever let her find out.
Please don't tell Katie.
Don't tell
You
Katie.
can flirt with her when she gets here, too.
I'm planning on
She
it.
likes you more than me.
I know.
All right, Adam, what do you love about the holidays?
Geez, I think Jade pretty much nailed it. It's nice to have a couple weeks to go home, get off the road for a second, recharge, get ready to go back out.
And speaking of the road, and the new record has been out for a little bit now, is it great seeing people sing all the new songs or what?
It really is. I mean, it's such a pleasure to be out and playing the songs and seeing people react to them. Last night playing 17 Crimes in San Francisco, it got one of the best responses of the set, which was really gratifying to us. So that whole experience has been really fun for us to be out and doing it.
I'm sure you guys know that are watching this right now, to make one album is very, very hard, and then you got to put it out, and then someone's got to listen to it, and someone's got to buy a ticket to your damn show other than the family, and then people gravitate to the band, and you do the great live shows, and then you're like, God, we got to make a second record, and now you're like 20 years in to this band.
Yeah.
And my question, and this is a real question here, Davey.
Okay.
What were your expectations your first year of AFI?
Of being a band?
Yes.
Nothing. And our expectations don't really change, to tell you the truth. I mean, the first year of being a band, we never thought we would even record a 7-inch. We just wanted to try to figure out how to play, maybe write some songs, and hope to play some shows, maybe opening for some of the bands that we grew up loving. And we didn't even achieve that in the first year. I think we put out our first 7-inch maybe in the second year or the third year, Adam?
I think the second year, yeah.
Yeah, but eventually it was really hard to get on shows and play shows, and we played parties, and I remember once we got to open for SNFU at the Phoenix Theater, and we were just amazed that we would get to open up for SNFU, and we played with them, and we played to the 5 people who were there early enough to see the first of 5 bands, and it was anticlimactic, except for watching SNFU, but that was, the first couple of years were just like that. We really didn't have any expectations, and I remember vividly when we put out our first 7-inch, which we self-released, thinking, wow, there's going to be a record of our existence, because eventually we're going to not exist and this will be here, and maybe someday someone will find this. Now there's a few more.
Right. Yeah, you guys have done so great. Adam, and you and Davey are the only original members, but the whole band has been together for so many years.
Yeah.
How many of you guys did go to the same high school in Ukiah, California?
Well, Jade and Adam and I attended the same high school.
And Nick 13 went there, by the way, as well.
Also, yeah.
And then when you first started the band, what did you think?
It was something that I always wanted to do. But like Dave was saying, there was no expectations. We were just feeling like if we could play a show, that's kind of really all we were trying to do. Do you know, a couple days ago was the 20th anniversary of a reunion show that we played. We broke up to go to college, and over the Christmas break, we got back together to play one show. And we had such a good time with that show, and for the first time, people were singing along. And we made a deal like that night after the show that we were going to drop out of college and get the band back together. And that was 20 years ago, like 8 days ago.
Really?
20 years, 8 days ago.
Wow.
November 29th.
Congratulations.
You remember that?
1993.
Wow.
1993.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Wow.
And everyone in the band, and I say this all the time on the radio, everyone in the band is such an individual, and everyone in the band is a rock star when you watch everybody on stage. And that's what makes AFI, AFI, and we all admire you and the lyrics and the music that you guys all make together. And thanks for all the music you've done over the years.
Thank you.
Thank you, Stryker. Thank you for being with us all the years.
Of course. By the
Appreciate
way,
it.
I remember one of the interviews we first did, I was the most nervous I've ever been working at KROQ when Davey came in like 2001 or something. I'm like, oh my God, it's Davey Havoc. He's gonna throw a tomato at me or something.
I carry tomatoes and throw them.
It worked out okay.
No.
All right, so
Well-
ladies and gentlemen, Fire Inside, AFI.
Thank you.
And thank you for playing Almost Acoustic Christmas 2013.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.